Question 4. Abraham carried out a survey for plant fungus. We've got a contingencies table which shows whether the plants survived or died and what action was taken. No action, sprayed once or sprayed every day. These are the observed values. These are the expected values. We need to do a contingency test on these in order to work out whether there's association or not, stating our hypothesis clearly. So, H0 there is an association. Make sure you use the right word there. Definitely not the word correlation between the treatment of plants and their survival. And H1 there, nope, H0 there is no association. H1 there is an association between the treatment of plants and their survival. Don't get those the wrong way around, because that would be bad, like I almost did. H0 there is no association. H1 there is an association. You can use words independent and not independent if you want, but not correlation, and they must be in context as well. The second thing to do is to work out these two expected values. That's done by row total divided by column total, row total times column total divided by the total. So if we do that sum, the row total is 15 plus 16 plus 25 times the column total, 15 plus 8 plus 7 divided by the grand total, 125. So that's 13.44. And this one, if we did it the same way, is 26.64. So we can work out our missing expected values. We then need to work out the test statistics. So chi-squared, the calculated value is going to be O minus E squared over E. We've already got these 7 sorted out as 8.29. It's only the other two we have to do. So observed minus expected squared over the expected plus observed minus the expected squared over the expected plus the rest of them. Don't work it out again. It's a waste of time and effort. Just, it's 8.29. It says it. Don't spend the time doing a sum you don't have to. That works out to be 11.5. Next up, we think about the degrees of freedom. Well, that's columns minus 1 times rows minus 1. So the degrees of freedom is going to be 3 minus 1 times 3 minus 1, which is equal to 4. We want to do this test at the 2.5% level. So chi-squared with 4 degrees of freedom at the 2.5% level is going to give us a critical value of 11.143. If we look that up in the table, since our value is bigger than the critical value, we reject H0. And remember to give our answer in context. There is an association between treatment of plants and their survival. The things to note in this question really are that we have to state the hypotheses, they have to be in context, and we have to be using the word association, definitely not the word correlation. I don't know why I keep telling you that, but definitely not that word association. We have to calculate these missing values using the row total, com total over grand total. We need to use this value and not do an utterly unnecessary sum, which is just going to waste time, to work out the calculated value, which is 11.4. Degrees of freedom, rows minus 1 times columns minus 1. And then finally we do the test, and again we only get this final mark if we have all the method marks, and we have to say in context that there is an association between treatment of plants and their survival. You don't get this marks if your hypotheses were the wrong way around, like I nearly did, or if they're not there at all. So these sorts of questions are questions that involve detail.